Even though I wake up so early, like at 4 a.m. to do my first session, yes, you wake up always in the middle of my session, like at 5 a.m., at 5:30 a.m., at 6 a.m. And sometimes it's very hard for daddy to complete his session, his training session, because you wake up too early, because you get used to daddy being next to you and cuddling, making sure you are sleeping. Yes. Before when we didn't have a third kid, my wife used to be next to her, so I could wake up, do my workout, go to work, whatever. Now, because my wife spends most of the time next to the baby, and I'm alone with other two kids, with the two older kids, with the room, and as soon as I leave, and if she wakes up and she doesn't feel me next to her, she would go out of bed. She will not sleep anymore. And this is one of the difference between people who has kids and between people who doesn't have them.
Today is the second day since Ramadan is over, and I'm still trying, of course, to fix my sleeping timings, because in Ramadan everything is shift. If you are not familiar with Ramadan is a Muslim holiday or Muslim practice when Muslim people fast throughout whole day until sunset. So literally whole life shifts. If I used to start my PTs in the morning at 7 a.m. now my work in Ramadan would start at 3 p.m. and I would work until 12 a.m. and fall asleep around 1 a.m. which was a big shift for me in my circadian rhythm. I used to go to bed around 9 p.m. and wake up at 3:30 a.m. to be able to do my first session before kids wake up and before I take them to school. And all of a sudden Ramadan started. I'm working from 3 p.m. until midnight, going to bed at 1 a.m. which was like almost like total shift, because going to bed at 1 and waking up at 3:30 a.m. the day before, it was like big shock for my organism, for my body. So literally whole Ramadan I was feeling very exhausted and tired because of this circadian rhythm shift. And finally it's over, and during this first week I will try as soon as possible to adjust my sleeping timings back to normal, because from tomorrow the work will start again and I have to start waking up early. Yesterday I woke up at 6 a.m. and I hoped I will go to bed before 11 p.m. However, I couldn't fall asleep before 12 a.m. And today I woke up at 5:15 a.m. So hopefully today will be the first day I will go to bed in between 10 to 11 p.m. and tomorrow I will already wake up at 4 a.m. The good and the bad thing right now is that there is no school, because I live here in Kuwait, and as you know right now whole GCC is very unstable with this Iran-America-Israel conflict, and Kuwait is affected too. So the schools for the past month and nursery is cancelled, so kids are staying at home whole day. So my mornings will be a little bit different. Besides that, I'm gonna still have work, I'm not going to have school drop-offs, so I will have a little bit extra time for myself in the morning to do my workouts, which is great because my volume right now is very high and I need at least 3 hours in the morning before my work to do my workout and have breakfast before I leave house. Just missed the turn. Anyway, right now I'm on my way to meet with my coach and one of my very good friends, Weil, who introduced me to my coach. We are going to do today metabolic profile testing, as I said. We're gonna have running session. It's my first time, so I don't know how is that going to be done. I know I'm gonna run a lot, and I know he's going to push me to my limits. It's a very beautiful day. It's around 16 degrees outside. It's not cold, it's not hot, it's nice and fresh. Perfect weather for running. The test is going to last for around 1 hour and 12 minutes. We're gonna start with 10 minutes warm up, and then we're gonna have 4 sets of 20 seconds all out efforts with 1 minute rest in between. After the last minute of rest, we're gonna have 3:30, actually 1K test as fast as possible, and then we're gonna have 10 minutes recovery. That's 10-minute recovery. We're going to do the first test. Yeah, and then later on after recovery, we have 6-minute intervals, and after each 6 minutes, we're gonna do sub-maximal effort. And then we're gonna do testing every time after that. Let's do this. Tomorrow with the bike, how I do it alone?
I upload the training.
I know the training I understand, but how do you measure? Like
No, we don't test.
You don't.
It is called PPG.
I'm fine with the blood, bro. I think I started even a little bit too fast.
Yes.
Because my legs, after midway, my legs got fucked up. I couldn't control my legs anymore. Good 1 kilometer, but after this I can die. Okay, so 1 kilometer all out effort is done. Actually it was 1 kilometer and 160 meter. I did it in 1 kilometer in 3:20. 1 kilometer and 160 meters in 3:50 minutes, which is great. We checked the lactate. Now we are walking 2 minutes for heart rate and lactate to, I don't know, whatever it should happen. We're gonna measure it again, and then we're going for 6 minutes with, again, fast pace, rest, 6 minutes, a little bit slower pace, rest, and third time 6 minutes, again, a little bit slower pace than the second time, and that's it. And then we're gonna get our metabolic profile testing. $99 heart rate now. This is my second 6-minute interval. Now running at 4:20 pace. We got a lot of data, and hopefully the testing will be good. I'm happy with the pace and recovery in between intervals. So 6 minutes now, rest, check the lactates, 6 minutes, one more time at 4:40 pace, I believe. And that's it for today. So right now I'm going home. I'm gonna have my second meal of the day at 12. It's 10:30 right now. At 12 p.m. I have my first PT session, and after 12 p.m. I will do my swimming test, which is going to be 1,000 meter as fast as possible. Hopefully I improved time on swimming as well. I would love to finish 1,000 meter with pace 2:05 per 100 meter, which is a huge progress for me, to be honest. Of course, the goal for the race is to be sub 2 minutes on 1.9 kilometer, which is the distance for half Ironman. So I'm going home to recover a little bit, work, and then I'm gonna hit swimming session. Shrimp and mushroom pasta from Wolf Nutrition. They are sponsoring me and supporting me throughout this journey, and this really helps me because I don't need to prepare my meals. Let's heat the meal. Good morning, everyone. Right now it's 4:30 a.m. and I finally managed to wake up on time because I went to bed at 10 p.m. I got 6 hours and 30 minutes of sleep with 1 hour and 36 minutes of deep sleep, which is great. Today is the second day of testing. Right now I have to do my cycling test on the indoor trainer, and yesterday, because I was supposed to do my swimming 1000-meter time trial, but the pool was closed due to Ramadan and Eid holiday, I will have to do it today in the afternoon. Now I will drink my electrolytes, and I added beta-alanine because right now I have my cycling test. Let's get ready. Cycling test is going to last for 1 hour and 36 minutes, and it's also part of the INSCYD testing program. However, there is no strips, there is no blood, there is no device. The testing is performed only on indoor trainer with very specific workout that I'm going to put it here. So there is a lot of intervals, very high intensity, hard spinning. I'm gonna leave you right now. I need to go and focus to do this workout properly and to destroy this testing, and I'm going to meet you later on the pool. You might see me drinking a lot of Red Bull. And what's the story behind? Well, first of all, I absolutely love caffeine. I usually have 2 to 3 doses of caffeine a day, mixing it in between coffee, usually Americano, and Red Bulls. What I do right now is usually I have only 1 cup of coffee a day and 1 or 2 Red Bulls. The reason why I have 1 cup of coffee a day, because coffee is very acidic and it affects my digestion a lot, and I really need to have my digestion in place to be able to perform and to be able to fuel myself. While when I drink Red Bull, I still get my caffeine intake, but alongside that I don't get any digestive issues. That's the first reason. Second reason is that I really love Red Bull, and I used to drink Red Bull always. But now when I'm doing Ironman, when I'm a triathlete content creator, I want to be sponsored by Red Bull. And why not dream big? I'm gonna drink Red Bull until Red Bull sends me official contract to be sponsored by Red Bull. So Red Bull, now is your chance. I was a bit skeptic if the pool is working, because still it's holiday in Kuwait, so some places still are not working, but thanks God the pool is open. The goal for today's session is to swim 2:05 pace per 100 meter, which is still not that fast, but compared to my last test that I did 1 month ago, and I swam 2:40 per 100 meter, it will be huge progress. What I realistically need for the race day is 1:55 pace per 100 meter, so I can finish my swim sub 40 minutes, and I still have 25 weeks out prior race day, so there is plenty of time to make necessary improvements.
Kill my enemy, drop the beat. Fuck it, this initial, I shit up a shit. Suck up a dick, bitches are prepare to suck up a thing. Pockets on lean. Shout out to thirst, cause the cutting.
I will do 300 meter to warm up, 50 meter freestyle, 50 meter breaststroke, and 50 meter kicks, 2 rounds, and then I'm gonna start my test. Woo. Fuck yeah, exactly what I wanted. 2:05 per 100 meter, 4,000 meter. This is literally 35 seconds faster per 100 meter in exactly 1 month. That's a huge improvement, and since I have 25 weeks left, which is like 6 times more, I know, and I'm now 100% convinced that I can at least add 10 to 15 more seconds. So for race day, for sure, I'm gonna aim to swim 145 to 150 per 100 meter. I'm setting the bar higher now. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting me. Please subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow the journey. I'm chasing sub 5 hour half Ironman race. I'm father of 3 kids. I have full-time job working 8 to 10 hours or 40 plus hours a week, waking up at 3:30 a.m. every day and trying to juggle regular life and being amateur professional athlete. Stay tuned, new video is coming soon, and there is a lot of exciting things that are coming this week. One of the things that I will do is going to sign my first ambassadorship deal. So follow me on Instagram so you can see what's going on, but also I'm gonna share it with you in the next video. Thank you so much. See you soon. Ciao.